Welcome to my channel. Today, we're counting down the top 3 Lincoln Shield pennies that every coin collector should keep an eye on. At number 3, we have a penny that looks ordinary at first glance, but hidden details can make collectors stop and take a second look. At number 2, a coin that millions of people have seen, yet very few ever examine closely enough to discover what makes it special. And at number 1, a penny that could surprise you the most. The smallest details on this coin can turn an everyday cent into something collectors love to search for. So before you spend your spare change, take a closer look. One of these pennies might be hiding right in your pocket. Let's get started. The year was 2016. Across the United States, millions of brand new Lincoln Shield pennies were leaving the mint and entering circulation. Most people never paid attention to them. They were used to buy coffee, pay for groceries, and disappear into pockets and piggy banks. But hidden among those ordinary coins was a penny carrying a story that stretched far beyond its 1-cent value. At first glance, the 2016 Lincoln Shield penny looked completely normal. A familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on one side, a bold shield on the other. Nothing unusual, nothing mysterious, or so it seemed. The shield design represents the strength and unity of the United States. The vertical lines symbolize the individual states, while the banner across the top represents the federal government holding them together. It's a powerful message hidden in one of the smallest coins in America. When the 2016 penny entered circulation, most people never stopped to examine its details. Why would they? After all, it was only 1 cent. Yet experienced collectors know that some of the most interesting discoveries begin with coins that appear completely ordinary. As the years passed, countless 2016 pennies traveled across the country. Some found their way into cash registers. Some were stored in jars. Others disappeared into collections where they remain today. Every coin began creating its own unique journey. Think about it for a moment. How many people may have carried this penny? How many cities did it visit? How many stores did it pass through? Those answers may never be known. And that mystery is part of what makes coin collecting so exciting. Collectors often search through thousands of pennies hoping to find something unusual. A striking error, an interesting variety, an exceptionally preserved example, or simply a coin with a remarkable story. The 2016 Lincoln Shield penny became one of the coins frequently examined by collectors because modern coins are often overlooked by the public. Many people assume only very old coins can be collectible. But collectors understand that age is only one part of the story. Condition matters. Details matter. Rarity matters. And sometimes the smallest difference can attract enormous attention. Imagine finding a penny that spent years protected from damage. Its surface is still bright. Its details still sharp. Its shield still clearly visible. Such examples often become favorites among collectors. Meanwhile, other 2016 pennies experienced a much harder life. They were dropped, scratched, and worn down through everyday use. Each mark became part of the coin's history. Each scratch became evidence of a journey few people ever notice. The portrait of Abraham Lincoln remains one of the most recognizable images in American coinage. For generations, Lincoln has appeared on the cent, connecting modern Americans to an important chapter of the nation's past. That connection continues with the 2016 penny. A small coin carrying both history and symbolism. And perhaps that's why collectors continue searching through rolls of pennies year after year. Because they understand something many people forget. Every coin tells a story. Some stories are simple, others are extraordinary. And sometimes the difference between an ordinary coin and an exciting discovery comes down to a detail so small that most people would never notice it. Today, thousands of collectors still examine Lincoln Shield pennies looking for hidden treasures. Some search for mint errors. Some search for perfect condition examples. Others simply enjoy the thrill of the hunt. And that thrill never disappears. Because every time a collector picks up a penny, there is a question waiting to be answered. Could this be the one? Could this ordinary-looking coin be hiding something special? Could this small piece of copper-plated history have a story nobody has discovered yet? The 2016 Lincoln Shield penny reminds us that value is not always measured by face value. Sometimes the real value lies in the history, the design, the journey, and the mystery surrounding the coin itself. So the next time you find a 2016 Lincoln Shield penny in your pocket change, don't rush to spend it. Take a closer look. Study the details. Examine the shield. Notice the condition. Because what appears to be an ordinary penny might hold a story that has traveled across America for years. And who knows? Your next great coin discovery could already be sitting in your pocket, waiting to be found. Thanks for watching, and remember to check every penny before you spend it. The next coin you discover could be more interesting than you ever imagined. The year was 2017. Across America, billions of coins were moving from hand to hand every single day. Most people never stopped to look at them. A penny was just a penny. Small, common, easy to ignore. But among those countless coins was a Lincoln Shield penny carrying a story that few people would ever notice. In 2017, the United States Mint continued producing the Shield cent, a design that had already become familiar to Americans. Yet hidden behind its ordinary appearance was a symbol of strength, unity, and history. At first glance, the 2017 Lincoln penny looked completely normal. Abraham Lincoln's portrait appeared on the front. A bold shield stood proudly on the reverse. Nothing seemed unusual. Nothing seemed valuable. But experienced collectors know something important. The greatest discoveries often begin with the coins everyone else ignores. As millions of 2017 pennies left the Denver Mint, they began journeys that nobody could predict. Some traveled only a few miles. Others crossed entire states. Many ended up in jars, drawers, and collections. Every coin started writing its own unique story. Think about this for a moment. The very penny you're looking at today may have passed through hundreds of hands. It may have traveled thousands of miles. It may have witnessed countless everyday moments. And yet its journey remains a mystery. That mystery is one reason coin collecting has fascinated people for generations. Collectors are not simply searching for metal. They are searching for stories. They are searching for history. And sometimes they are searching for surprises. The Denver Mint, identified by the famous Mint mark, produced enormous numbers of pennies during 2017. Day after day, presses struck coins with incredible speed and precision. Each strike created another penny ready to enter circulation. Most of these coins performed exactly as intended. But collectors understand that perfection isn't always guaranteed. Occasionally, small minting variations can occur. A tiny detail, a slight difference, an unusual feature. These are the discoveries that keep collectors searching through rolls of pennies year after year. The shield design itself carries a powerful message. Its vertical stripes represent the individual states. The horizontal bar across the top represents the federal government. Together, they symbolize unity and strength. It's an important reminder hidden in a coin worth only 1 cent. Many people spend pennies without a second thought. Collectors do the opposite. They examine every detail, every letter, every line, every edge, because sometimes the smallest clue can reveal something extraordinary. As the years passed, many 2017 pennies became worn through circulation. Their surfaces developed scratches. Their shine began to fade. Details slowly softened. Yet some examples survived in remarkable condition. Bright, sharp, beautiful. These well-preserved coins became especially attractive to collectors. Finding one isn't always easy. That's part of the excitement. Every roll of pennies contains possibilities. Every handful of change contains questions waiting to be answered. Could there be an exceptional coin hiding inside? Could there be an overlooked treasure waiting to be discovered? Could a simple penny become the highlight of a collection? Those questions continue to drive collectors forward. The portrait of Abraham Lincoln adds another layer of significance. Lincoln remains one of America's most respected presidents. His image has appeared on the cent for generations. As a result, every Lincoln penny becomes a small piece of American history. The 2017 penny continues that tradition. A modern coin connected to a much larger story. A story of leadership. A story of unity. A story of a nation. Reflected through its coinage. As time moves forward, fewer pristine examples remain. Coins are lost, damaged, forgotten, removed from circulation. Each year that passes makes untouched examples more difficult to find. And that reality creates excitement among collectors. Because today's common coin can become tomorrow's difficult find. That's one of the most fascinating aspects of coin collecting. Nobody can predict exactly which coins future generations will search for most intensely. But collectors understand one thing. Every coin deserves a closer look. especially one carrying the history and symbolism of the 2017 Lincoln Shield penny. So the next time you find a penny in your pocket, don't rush to spend it. Turn it over. Study the shield. Look for the D mint mark. Examine the details. Think about where that coin has been and what it has seen. Because hidden inside that tiny piece of metal is a journey stretching across years of American life. And perhaps, somewhere out there, a 2017 penny is still waiting for the collector who will finally recognize its story. The next great discovery might not be gold. It might not be silver. It might simply be a 1-cent coin that everyone else overlooked. And that's exactly what makes the hunt so exciting. What if I told you that one of the most overlooked coins in America has been quietly traveling through history for more than a decade? Not gold, not silver, just a single penny. The year was 2013. Smartphones were becoming part of everyday life. Technology was changing rapidly. The world was moving faster than ever before. And during that year, millions of Lincoln Shield pennies entered circulation across the United States. Most people never paid attention to them. They spent them, dropped them into jars, forgotten them in drawers. But collectors saw something different. They saw a story, a mystery, and a coin that represented much more than its 1-cent face value. The 2013 Lincoln Shield penny carried a design that symbolized the strength of a nation. On the reverse stood a powerful shield. Not just an artistic design. A message. The vertical stripes represented the individual states. The banner across the top represented the federal government. Together, they formed a symbol of unity. A reminder that many states came together as one nation. Yet despite this powerful meaning, the 2013 penny remained one of the most overlooked coins in circulation. And perhaps that's exactly what makes it interesting. Because history often hides in places where nobody bothers to look. As these pennies left the United States Mint in 2013, they began journeys nobody could predict. Some traveled only a few blocks. Others crossed entire states. Some were exchanged thousands of times. Others disappeared into collections almost immediately. Each coin started creating a unique story. Imagine holding a 2013 penny today. Where has it been? How many people have carried it? How many stores has it visited? How many miles has it traveled? The answers are lost to history. And that mystery creates excitement for collectors around the world. Every coin becomes a puzzle. A silent witness to everyday life. Coin collectors understand something most people don't. The value of a coin is not always measured by what it can buy. Sometimes its greatest value comes from the story it carries. The 2013 Lincoln Shield penny arrived during an era when the shield design was still relatively new to many Americans. People were becoming familiar with the modern reverse design. Yet few stopped to appreciate what it represented. Most pennies eventually become damaged through circulation. They collect scratches. Their shine fades. The sharp details become worn. But occasionally, a coin survives in remarkable condition. Those are the coins collectors dream about finding. Bright surfaces, sharp details, strong lettering, a shield that still looks almost untouched. Finding such examples can be surprisingly difficult. And that's why collectors continue searching through rolls of pennies year after year. The hunt itself becomes part of the adventure. Every roll opened brings new possibilities. Every handful of coins brings new questions. Could there be something special hiding inside? Could there be a coin everyone else missed? Could there be a 2013 penny waiting to surprise its next owner? The excitement comes from not knowing. That uncertainty keeps collectors searching. Meanwhile, Abraham Lincoln continues watching over the obverse side of the coin. For generations, Lincoln has remained one of the most recognizable figures in American history. His portrait connects modern coins to more than a century of tradition. Every Lincoln cent tells part of that continuing story. And the 2013 penny proudly carries that legacy forward. As the years passed, countless 2013 pennies vanished from circulation. Some were lost forever. Some were damaged beyond recognition. Others became treasured pieces in private collections. Each passing year reduced the number of untouched examples available to collectors. That's the fascinating thing about modern coins. Today they seem ordinary. Tomorrow they become harder to find. And years later, they become pieces of history. The 2013 Lincoln Shield penny reminds us that extraordinary stories can hide inside ordinary objects. A coin worth 1 cent. A design filled with meaning. A journey stretching across more than a decade. And a mystery that continues with every coin still circulating today. So the next time you receive a penny in your change, don't ignore it. Turn it over. Study the shield. Look at the details. Think about the history it has witnessed. Because that small coin may have traveled farther than you imagine. It may have passed through thousands of hands. It may have crossed countless cities. And it may still be carrying a story nobody has discovered yet. And here's the most exciting part. At this very moment, somewhere in America, a forgotten 2013 Lincoln Shield penny is sitting in a jar, a drawer, or a pocket. Waiting for someone to notice it. Waiting for someone to ask a simple question. What if this ordinary penny isn't so ordinary after all? And sometimes, the greatest discoveries begin with exactly that question.